know when we got to the point where having like messy, cluttered, nasty houses are funny and cool. It is not. You are a grown woman. Your kids are living in that environment. You know how many comments I get of people being like, thank you so much for encouraging people to like declutter and clean their house because I grew up in a disgusting house and it affected me as a kid, or my parents never cleaned and I never thought I could bring friends over. Come on.
Welcome. Today we are getting into Overconsumption Core Part 2. You guys loved the first one and I wanted to do another just to highlight how much we are consuming as a society and what that looks like, because it can be so easy to fall into that trap of I want more, because we see so many other people showing off and gloating about what they have, which, you know, sometimes it's great to show off achievements, but also it's not okay to normalize overconsumption. Let's get straight into video number 1. What was that? 2 different spots where she had the lipstick and then makeup and like looked like more lip stuff. Correct me if I'm wrong, but she had so much stuff, like so many products. There's no way one person can use all of those. Oh, next video. Are you joking me? She had tubs of skincare or whatever that was. Oh my goodness. This is not normal, like, to have that many. She had it in tubs. That's how much there was. Next video.
Cleaning out and getting rid of my makeup today. Out of all my makeup drawers, there is one drawer that's the bane of my existence, and it is my blush drawer. Look at this madness. Okay, first I'm going to start by taking out all of these blushes and cleaning the drawer. No, I did not buy all of these blushes. Yes, they were sent to me in PR. Did I keep too many? I did. I kept way too many. I love blush, but it's gone too far. So this is all of the blush that I took out of the drawer. This is crazy how all this blush fit in this drawer. I don't even know what I was doing, y'all. After I clean the drawer, I'm popping the trays back in. I love these organizers. And then I'm going to go through and organize all of these blushes and put them in their categories. I'm also getting rid of blushes as I'm going through. I'll show you a little basket of what I got rid of. I got rid of a ton of blushes that I just had duplicates of. I'm not using, pulled all those shades out, and I'm left with still a bazillion blushes. Now I'm trying to Jenga them back into the drawer into the best way possible. I try to categorize them by brand. That just works for me and the best way to find what I'm looking for. I still kept too many. I mean, clearly I have a problem, but these are powder and liquid blushes, so that's my excuse. Okay, I'm keeping 2 different types of blushes in here. I'm gonna be for real with y'all. I didn't get rid of enough blushes, and at the end of this, you're gonna see that we had to do a little backup drawer, but that's okay. I kind of planned on doing that anyway. I'm gonna store all the extras in my beauty desk. I know y'all are waiting on my annual hour-long YouTube clean out. Well, don't worry, that is coming to you, and I'll include this part in it. I just gotta get this drawer in order. This one drawer, it was too much, y'all. It was exploding out of the drawer. I thought it was gonna break. So I was like, you know what? We're gonna do the blushes now, but in January, I'm gonna clean out every single one of these overpacked drawers throughout the year. I get PRN and I just keep too much makeup. Okay. It's a good problem to have, but I'm overstimulated and I can't find anything. So we got to get it together. Get ready because this is the grand reveal, a little before and after. Oh, doesn't it look so good? Yes, it is full, but this works for me. And I'm going to show you the overflow drawer.
PR. So if you're getting sent all these items and you're reviewing all of them, to me, I don't understand how morally you're accepting all of them. Because if you're promoting something that you don't like does she like every single blush that she had there and that she was sent? Or is she just, it's something I question to myself all the time. Are they just promoting the said products because they get something from it? Or are they genuinely enjoying and like the products that they want to promote them? Because for me, morally, ethically, I would want to try the product first, see if I like it before I promote it. If I got something sent for free and I tried it and I didn't like it, I'm not promoting it because I don't like it, and I don't want to false advertise to my people that, oh, look at this product, it's so amazing, and it's like, no, it's actually not good and I didn't like it. So yeah, I think that's one thing to always remember as well. People who have that many products, I personally don't understand how they like every single one of them and how they promote every single one of them. Like, just find your staples and work with them. That just seems more simplistic to me and makes more sense. So let's go to the next video. It just kept going. I was like, oh, there's more, there's still more. Oh my gosh, there's just no way that you're using all of those, right? Like, there's so many, and it looked like the same product, like the same lip liner, like all lip liners or like all lipsticks. Like, what? Next video.
Super small Sephora haul. No, I'm just kidding. This is definitely not a small one. This made me lose a few pounds. But I have a really nice Sephora haul right here that I've been dying to show you guys. And let's get into it because I cannot wait to show you guys this haul. I love, oh my god, I'm so excited. We'll start off with the small bag. There's only 4 things in here.
Okay, so I'm not playing the whole video because it goes for quite long. The Sephora girlies, they could spend thousands and thousands of dollars in there. And I've heard of people spending that much too. It's like they just know they're going to go in there and they're spending money, like a lot of money. The Sephora hauls are crazy. So let's go on to the next video.
I am a shopaholic and I know this. It's been years, it's a real problem. I've always told myself, it could be worse. I could be addicted to something bad, at least I'm just buying stuff. But it's bad, it's really bad actually. I spend way too much money that I don't even have. Because if I'm happy, I'm like, buy something, sad, buy something, not sure what I feel, buy something, celebrating, buy something. I also work at Sephora, so we do get gratis, so we're given free product and it's part of our training and I really enjoy that. But I also, on top of all the things that I already buy too much of, I'm also like given things, so it's very hard to keep the product down. Like when you see all the underconsumption core and everyone's like, oh look, I only have one of this and one of this, like that's great and that's normal, but I just don't. So if you are a shopaholic like me and you already have way too much stuff and you just feel like, well, what's the point of even participating in this because I'm just never going to be able to get through all of this stuff, stick with me, we can do it. One thing I've started doing is really committing to actually using my products up, because I was always that person who's like, well, I have to save it. I need to save it till I have a backup, and I need to, like, that doesn't even make any sense. No, don't save it, because now I have this new fear of everything going bad before I get to use it. And there's also that guilt of like, well, I can't throw anything away because I spent money on it. It's like throwing the money away. But I just saw this comment that was like, the money's already gone. You can't get it back, but you can take your piece back. And I was like, that's what I needed to hear. So now I'm like, I have 40 lip balms. Okay, well, one's next to my bed, one's in the drawer, one's in my bag, one's in my other bag, one's in my pocket. Like, I'm leaving them everywhere and I'm using them. Same with my perfumes. That's gonna take years to get through. And really, that's why most normal people, you probably have like 1 or 2 scents. Maybe you've got your summer scent, your winter scent, or like a special date night scent. Like maybe you got 3 or 4. Okay, I have like 45 perfumes. That is not a normal amount of perfume. I have a problem, but I'm trying to get through them. I've actually sold a couple or like given a couple away to friends, and I'm like, what I have left and the things that I love, I'm wearing them. So I'm not like, well, it's not a special day, I can't wear this fragrance, it was $200. But no, every day's a special day because I'm alive. I slipped and fell and hit my head yesterday. I could have died. So no, every day is a special day. So I'm wearing all of my perfumes. I'm also someone who has ADHD, like diagnosed. I'm not self-diagnosing, I actually am diagnosed. I have very bad like object permanence, like a baby. If I don't see it in front of me, it doesn't exist. It's not there. It's not real. I've forgotten all about it. So the other thing I've started doing is finding products that are like my oldest ones, the ones that I've gotten halfway or more through and then just forgotten about and stopped using. I'm leaving them out and I'm committing myself to like using those first. So like body lotions, face wash, any of that kind of stuff that I've started and then got bored of and just forgot about, leaving them out and I'm using them first because I need to get through this stuff. So that's how I made that video last month about all my empties. It's because it's stuff I committed to finishing, and that's what I'm trying to do. So I think if you have a lot of product like I do, that's a really good strategy. Now, I'm not really someone to take advice from because like clearly problems with the shopping, but this is what's been working for me so far, and I feel like I have spent a lot less money and I've actually been going through things and using them up, and it's getting really satisfying. Another strategy that's really helping me as far as buying is 1 in, 1 out. So not buying something until I've used the other thing up, because I was someone who was always like, backups, I need backups, I need backups. I'd buy so many backups that either I'd get sick of the product and forget about it and then stop using it and have full new products that I didn't even touch, or they would go bad. So rather than doing that, I'm like, I'm not buying another moisturizer until I have finished this one, and then I can go out and purchase another one because I don't need it. This is not a 100% foolproof strategy. I'm not going to pretend that I'm on a no buy. I'm still buying. I don't really know. I'll see how it goes. But this is just like a baby step. It's like step 1, how do I start getting through some of this product because it's really overwhelming? And I think also when you couple that with ADHD, I'm just a really impulsive shopper, and it is something I do. I know to like cope with whatever I'm feeling that I don't want to deal with, I buy stuff. So it's a small step for me that's making me feel a little bit better. It's like, hey, let's actually use up the product then. Like, let's get our money's worth out of it. Let's use it. And if I'm not going to use it, let's gift it, because I have people in my life that are going to enjoy those products too and actually get use out of them because they need them more than I do, because I have 40 of them. So those are some of my tips. I hope it helps someone who's maybe got the same issues that I do. But I think we can do it together. We can get through some of our product. We can whittle it down, and hopefully we can break the impulsive buying streak. I love you, and I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day.
Oh, that video was like wholesome. She acknowledged what the problem was, shopping addiction, and she knows her kind of behaviors and what might not help that, and she's actually trying to combat it and help others doing it by giving like tips that are working for her. So I think that's amazing. I definitely agree, small steps are still steps. Like, you have to start somewhere. You can't just go, what's the word, cold turkey. That's so much harder to do. I know when I was in my kind of months where I was buying, I took a step back and I realized, oh my gosh, like, I need to slow down because this is ridiculous. This is getting not good. And basically I tried to do a no buy month in January of this year. Didn't work because it's hard to go cold turkey. What I did do was a low spend month, and that actually worked really well for me. I only ended up buying like 2 things, and it was a great feeling, honestly. And it's pushed into this month of Feb, where I don't think I bought anything that I didn't need, which has been such a great feeling, to be honest. So I love that video. I know she said like, I'm still buying things even though I'm getting rid of things, but the fact that she's at least acknowledged like, I'm buying too much and I need to do something about it, is a great step. And the fact that it's so true when people are like, oh, I need to have a backup, or I don't want to use this as much because I don't want to use it all. But at the end of the day, you are spending money and have already spent that money on the product. You might as well enjoy it and use the most out of it and try to finish it, so you aren't wasting money. So I definitely agree with that video a lot. I think that's great. Next video. That makes me sad at how many clothes just get discarded. And I hate to think that that's just one particular area of wherever that was in the world. Think about how many other areas have that many clothes just sitting there around because someone's worn them once or thought that they liked them and then discarded them, threw them away, didn't want them anymore. So now we've got this insane amount of clothes that nobody wants. And you see it in thrift stores, you see it in op shops as well. I've seen op shops say we are no longer taking any more donations because they have too much stuff and they can't handle it. It's just sad. It's really sad. Next video.
Trash, trash, trash. This is your sign to get rid of all of your Stanleys because the
Can we stop? Can we stop? Can we stop? What if we actually used our recyclable water bottles, what they're for, to be reused, and stopped making a new trending water bottle every 6 months? It's so annoying and it is so bad for the environment. Our planet cannot handle this level of overconsumption, and it's influencers and businesses like this that just make it so much worse. Just use what you have. Oh my God, it's not that hard.
So true. The Stanley craze, it pissed me off, actually. I will say it. I wasn't going to say it, but it did. Because what do you mean you have 30, 50 plus Stanley cups just because you wanted every colour? Are you joking? Like, what? I have maybe 2 to 3 water bottles that I use, so when one I need to wash, I have the other, and I just rotate between them. The Stanley craze wouldn't be as bad if people just bought one and they used that. Sure, you know, recyclable water bottle, perfect, great. But when you're buying 20 plus, even 10 plus, even more than 5 of these Stanley cups is too many. Like, what do you mean you want every colour? That's not normal, and you shouldn't be doing that, in my opinion. Like, what are you doing? So true, couldn't agree more. And yeah, our planet can't deal with this overconsumption. It's too much. Like, we're going to get to a point where we're going to have nowhere to put it. Where do we put all these things? It's beyond me. A question I couldn't answer. Next video.
Let's talk about why individual consumption does matter. While I am no expert, over the years I have learned more about overconsumption and how it impacts your finances and your mental health, and the fact that it does actually leave a huge impact on our environment. I'm not going to spew any numbers at you in this video. You can look those up with a quick Google search, but I do want to pose a few thoughts for your consideration. We've adopted the idea that climate change isn't on us as the individual consumer, and ultimately our purchases mean nothing in comparison to big corporations like the air travel or fast fashion industries, which in a lot of ways is true, but not entirely. It upsets people to think that they could play some part in the bigger picture of things, and we don't want to sacrifice our wants and needs at the risk of unhappiness in our very short lives. The act of buying new things is often intertwined with this feeling that life is somehow more significant in some way, but really, we don't always treasure the things that we buy long term. That thrill is fleeting, and we're always left wanting something more. Now, changing consumption habits is not an easy thing to do, and I believe the best use of my platform is to talk about how social media influencing does play a huge role in consumer behaviors.
Being able to recognize that you're being advertised to is so important because it helps you make a more informed decision about your purchases. Going forward, I want to use my channel to talk about mindful consumption and not just garbage all the time, but I still will be talking about garbage too. I do feel that there are a lot of other content creators and experts out there who can speak more broadly on climate change and overconsumption than I can, and I hope that you'll drop their names in the comments.
I really liked that video. I feel like that is so important to just spread like more awareness about it, because some people don't know until you tell them and they go, oh, it's like a light bulb moment. They're like, oh yes, that makes sense. So sometimes people just need a little bit of information and a little bit of a nudge to realize, oh, actually I need to change my behavior or my habits. And one thing that I never fully understood was trends. Whether it's clothing, skincare, whatever, like I just wear whatever clothes I want to, even if it's not on trend. I genuinely don't care about trends. Like, not for me. I don't care what other people are doing. I'm not here to impress other people. I'm just going to do me and what makes me happy. So that's that. Next video.
No. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No. 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 Hell no. 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 I refuse. No. No.
That's so bad. That was so much. So many clothes. And this is what I'm talking about. Like, op shops, thrift stores, they can't handle the amount of clothing or whatever they're getting. It's too much, even for them. And then they have to outsource and get rid of it and landfill it or ship it overseas to get rid of it. Like, it's just so, oh gosh, it's too much. It's just too much. Next video.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Did you see how many Sharpies she had? There was like so many in that bag. Oh my goodness. Just too much stuff, guys. Come on. We can do so much better. We just need to become aware, change our behavior, and just do better. Just need to do better as a society. I'm at fault too. I've been in this chat before. You know, no one's perfect, but it's just we need to be taking account and responsibility for our actions and stop blaming other people and pointing fingers. Oh, it's their fault, it's their fault. Because it's so true, our individual consumption adds up. However many, I don't even know what the population is. I think it's billions and billions, right? Can you think of every single person over-consuming and how much excess things we would have? It's just thought for you today. Next video. No.
And I don't like any of you.
Could never, will never understand the Stanley Cup or that specific type of cup craze, because that was like shelves and shelves of those cups, and they probably didn't sell because I feel like once they got into the craze, they've bought what they've wanted, and now they're probably on the next new trend, which is just so sad because they're not even going to look at those cups anymore. It's just going to be something that they've bought because it was a trend, and now they're over it and it's the next thing. It's just so sad. Oh gosh, not good. Next video.
I have something controversial to say, hurtful even. Some of y'all spend way too much money. Like, I need a new work bag and my Hokas are out, so I need new sneakers. I need new work shoes or water bottles. How many water bottles do people need? I promise you the stuff you have is perfectly fine. Unless the stuff you're wearing does not fit anymore and the stuff you own is like broken and you can't fix it, you don't need the latest thing. The stuff you have is perfectly fine. And I get it, like, it's social media, people want to keep up with trends, but like the amount of time it takes for you to worry about a trend, it's already over, so don't worry about it. Or like, let people spend money the way they want. I will not stand for it. You're spending way too much money. Stay at home.
So true. People just turn like a blind eye because it's easier. And it's like, no, we actually need to talk about these things. It's so important because it is the world that we're living in and we need to look after it and each other. So it's like, stop making excuses for people and just, you know, make them aware of their behaviors. Like if you notice your friend is like, oh, buying a lot of things and often and, you know, might be in like a bad spending habit, just say to them like, oh, hey, like, you can always be like, hey, like, I noticed you shopping a lot, like, do you need this stuff? Or like, you know, just saying something. You don't have to, obviously, it's your own personal choice, but I would have loved if, and my partner does it to me as well, he's like, oh, you bought more stuff, and then it makes me think, oh, yes, I did buy more stuff. I don't need this. I need to, you know, I'm in a whole process of thinking about it. So I definitely agree. And the whole thing with the trends, not it, like, so true. You think about the trend, you order something, you get it, and then probably by the time that you get it, depending on the shipping and how long that takes, it's probably out of trend and there's probably something else that's trending. And so you've just missed that wave and the trend. So it's just pointless then. Unless you really love the product and you like it and you're still going to wear it no matter what. Like, yeah. Trends to me is so silly. And I love how she emphasized recycled water bottles, probably referring to kind of those Stanley-like ones because the craze for those. I watch videos of people like fighting each other almost for these things.
Look at this. Somebody come and look at this. Look at this. Goddamn cat drinking milk.
I found this Stanley Cup everyone was apparently fighting over. Not that I'm buying it, I just think it's absolutely ridiculous that people are fighting over these things. Like, it's not that serious. And now they're reselling them for like $250. Maybe I should buy it and resell it. No, I'm not going to do that. But, I mean, it's cute, but come on. Grow up, people. It's not that serious.
Insane. But that's everything that I have today. So thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see similar content. Leave a comment below. What do you think? I had some interesting comments on my part 1 of this and I love them all. They were so true. So yeah, don't be afraid to comment below. Let me know what you think. Leave a like if you agree. And yeah, I hope to see you next time. Have an amazing rest of your day.